Oh, let viewers watch another DCS tutorial, and today you join me in the cockpit of the brand new F-100D Super Sabre by Granelli Designs. So let's get into starting up this beautiful aircraft. So first things first, we'll do a start with the air and the ground power. We'll do a start car actually start in a later video. So we will go to ground electric power. We'll turn that on.
Turn on the ground power. Copy. Ground power is
We'll
now
now turn
on.
on the battery, oxygen, and the standby engine inverter. That's important. Okay, getting the plane started up. We'll then turn on all of the lights. We can see stuff better. Got some better lighting in the cockpit now. We'll turn the engine master switch on and flick the cover. We'll turn our radio on. We'll go to preset. Then also click that goes preset. We'll set our sidewinders. Yeah, they're already in standby. Good. We will now go and start the engine. So to do that, we want to apply what we want to connect ground air supply. So that is F5 in the ground menu. So connect.
Connect ground air supply. Copy. Ground air supply is now connected.
Okay, good. Now we will get the menu back up. We'll go F5 and we will hold the starter for 2 seconds. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, and now we will apply the ground air.
Apply ground air supply.
And that will start the engine.
Copy. Air is now
Okay,
applied.
now I'm going to close the canopy and I'll leave it open. So you want to wait until the engine gets between 12 and 16% RPM on this gauge. So now we'll advance the throttle to idle. And we'll close the actual, yeah, we'll wait actually. I don't know if we can just set ground air and stuff with the canopy closed. So whilst that's going, we'll do the rest of our startup. So we want to hold the trim button until the green light illuminates. Okay, we have takeoff trim. We'll set the drop tank fuel selector as required. So we have the outboard drop tanks on, so we'll set it to outboard. We'll come over to the right and we'll set the cabin pressure to the middle setting, which we'll look at that. That is 275 psi. Okay, now we'll disconnect all of our ground utilities.
Chief, turn off the ground power. Copy.
Engine is ignited at about, it looks about 58%
Ground
RPM
power
there,
is
that's
now
good.
off. Chief, disconnect ground air supply.
Now we'll close the canopy by holding
Copy.
this switch here with a
Ground
left
air
click.
supply is now disconnected.
We'll hold it for a few seconds. Okay, the canopy's locked. Okay, now let's go around and check the cockpit for anything else I need to do. So we want to set the TACAN, which is, I believe, yep, here's TACAN. We'll set that as transmit receive. We'll set that as, so we'll go 107 for Aquatiri. Where is, oh, here we go. So that's set. To align the compass, we'll set it to DG, then we'll hold in DG, and that should align, I think. We'll just hold it there for a bit, see if that kind of does it. want to make sure that this compass is aligned with that, so they are aligned. That's good. Master caution. What's it happy about anti-skid? Okay, we'll look for the anti-skid. There we go, anti-skid. That's gone. Master caution's out. Push direct. Okay, well the compass is aligned, I think. That's good. Got magnetic variation is aligned, I think. That's good to me. Yep, so RAM air, yeah, that's the Pershing control knob, that's good. Set these, I don't know if these do anything in DCS, but just set them as you want them. If you want to set them for, I don't know, RP purposes, maybe set them. Now going over, yep, IFF to norm. Set the hydraulic pressure to utility. This is because you have backups of systems 1 and 2, but you only have one utility system that powers everything. Like the rudder and all the brakes and stuff, so you need to have that fails basically. You can then set your weapon control box as designed. We're only carrying sidewinders today and the tanks, so we don't need to worry about this, but set this as designed, and we'll cover that in a future video. Set your camera selection as desired, so gun, strike, or both. I'll just leave it in off for this. This is the radar, and then that should be everything else. Actually, one thing actually is your sight selector. So we'll set it to gun and sight and radar. So that will set the gun pipper. There we go. And we'll turn on the RWR or the radar humming warning. So whatever it's called, turn it on. And we can turn off the backup inverter. So I believe that should be everything you need to start up the F-100, at least in a basic configuration. So that'll be it for today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Patreon, TikTok, and YouTube. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Shark31 signing off.